What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to JoeCommishShow, and this is a new segment that I'm starting called 3 Minutes to Glory. This is where I take one round, 3 minutes, to break down and give you the prediction of this weekend's upcoming fight. And in this case, that's Gervonta Davis versus Marrio Barrios on Showtime pay-per-view. With that being said, put the timer and let's go. All right, so first let me break down Gervonta Davis. Unequivocally not given enough credit for the punching power that he has, even more than Deontay Wilder. I argue this because Deontay Wilder is a heavyweight. He's naturally bigger. He's supposed to have power. But Gervonta Davis was fighting at 130, 135, and now for this fight, his first time at 140. He's naturally a smaller fighter, and those guys tend to have a hard time carrying power. I genuinely think he's a generational power puncher. In fact, to me, he's the closest thing to Mike Tyson. The thing is, he's just not in the heavyweight division. Even down to his size, he's so much shorter than the rest of his peers, even back when he was fighting at 130, that he has to fight you in the short to mid range. He's modeled his game after the Floyd Mayweather, being part of Mayweather Promotions. This is the problem that I see with a lot of upcoming fighters. They all were alive to see Money May, and they want to do the Money May equation. They want to go the Money May route. But in fact, I think they weren't old enough to see that it was Pretty Boy Floyd that was allowed to set up for Money May to be successful. In order for Money Mayweather, the one we all saw with the crazy amount of pay-per-view buys, the $300 million checks for Pacquiao, he was only able to do that after doing all the legacy fights and establishing disciplinary habits that he had from back when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. And all these new boxers like Gervonta Davis and Broner, they want to be Money May, but they're not willing to be Pretty Boy Floyd. He doesn't look like he wants to be the best in the world. I don't get that feeling from him, though he has so much talent. This is his first time fighting at light welterweight, which is 140 pounds. And we all know that Gervonta Davis is short, but he's not small. Gervonta Davis is built like a caveman. Like, if you look at Gervonta Davis, like his cheekbones are big, his hands are big, his forearms, his joints are big. And he might be short in stature, but he's thick. His bones are dense. That's why he has so much power. And I think, like Mike Tyson, what I just compared him to optimize what his gifts are, which is strength and explosiveness, I think 140 will actually suit him better. That being said, Gervonta Davis is a great talent. He has a lot of flaws, and he's fighting Marrio Barrios. Now, I understand I just said he should go to 140. This may not be the first guy you want to fight at 140. Marrio Barrios is also a young guy, also undefeated, and he's 6 foot tall. Like, you're fighting a big 140 pounder. He is solid, and he's physically strong. He may not have the punching explosive power that Gervonta Davis has, but he's physically strong, and he knows he's a big guy. And he throws a lot of punches. And for the last 5 years or so, he's been working with Virgil Hunter. And I'd like to point out that not only is Marrio Barrios undefeated, but in his last 10 fights, he's won 9 of them by stoppage. Virgil Hunter will go in this with a plan. He is an experienced enough trainer. He's been in multiple championship fights with Andre Ward and other fighters like Amir Khan. He's experienced this enough to know how to stabilize a fighter during times of crisis, which Marrio Barrios will be in crisis from time to time in this fight against Gervonta Davis. And he will come in with at least a plan. Whether it's successful or not, that's a different story. So, all right, so let's break down my prediction. Before you go any further, before you listen to the prediction, I need you to hit that like button and, of course, subscribe. Join the family. That's most important to me. So please show support. It helps the algorithm, helps the channel, helps me keep giving out content. Subscribe. My prediction is that the Barrios will survive some early scares when the explosive fighter is at his peak explosivity, right? In the beginning of the fight, he will survive some early scares. He will likely experience a knockdown at the hands of Gervonta Davis. I believe the undefeatedness, the pride, the grip, and the stabilizing force in Virgil Hunter in his corner, Marrio Barrios will steady the ship, turn the tide at the same time that Gervonta Davis is losing steam. These big spurts that he takes where he doesn't throw much punches, because that's his issue, I think Marrio Barrios would apply the pressure. And in fact, I think he will probably provide a scare to Gervonta Davis himself. Going into the 11th round, we will be surprised at how close the fight is into comparison to how it started. And like explosive fighters tend to do, they tend to get a second win, especially late in the fight. And I think that's when Gervonta Davis will get his second win. He'll probably land an explosive punch and hurt Barrios. He starts punishing Barrios in the 11th, and I think Virgil Hunter steps in and throws in the towel. And that's it. Enjoy the fight, guys. Thank you for watching to the end. I appreciate you, especially the part where you hit that like button, and you hit that subscribe button, and you hit the little bell thing that goes right next to it, because that and that helps the algorithm. That helps me, helps you. Come on, man. See you later.